Hi, this is Cathy for Trans by Deaf, and on this wet day here in East Texas, I'm coming to you to talk about a very interesting topic. The topic that we've been asked to discuss this week is what role do you and other trans people play in educating others? I find this a very interesting question in that I look back at my history and how I finally, in the late 50s, decided that I had the courage to transition. A good part of that was from the education that I received from watching YouTube videos and from the internet. Before that point in time, I felt very much alone and felt that no one else had the same feelings about being a woman that I did. I feel that my role, and particularly the role of Trans by Deaf and the role of other people that are on YouTube, is to present our ideas and our thoughts and our feelings about being transgendered to those people who are in the closet and wondering if they're the only one in the world that is transgender. I feel that that is probably the most important role that I have, and I say it was because of many of the people on YouTube and their videos talking about how they came out and talking about the things that needed to be done to transition to become the gender that you wanted, that I was able to successfully navigate that course. And I feel that is the most important part of education as I see it. The other role is educating those around you, educating your family, and in my case, my wife and daughter. It seems like I'm always having to discuss transgender issues with them and try and clarify that it is not a choice, but it is the way you are. It is a fact that you feel inside that you're a woman rather than a man. And I didn't realize until I started transitioning how much that concept was very difficult and had to be reintroduced and still has to be talked about with my wife and daughter over and over again, because they keep slipping back into the idea that being trans is an option that you choose rather than a feeling that you have that you can't get away from. And I think one of our major roles as transgender people is to express that thought and that idea to the people who are around us, particularly our family and loved ones, but also to the other people that we work with. They have, in most cases, no idea about how it feels to be transgendered. They have no idea how it is to transition, and the only way that they're going to find that out is by talking to you or having you talk to them. I also feel that things are much better now than they were a number of years ago, in that most of the employers have found that it is better to go in and talk about your transition before you just show up to work dressed as the gender you'd like to be. And I think that change is very important, and I think the education of your employer and working with your employer, I was very happy that my employer went and conducted a training seminar about transition before I transitioned on the job. They did it without me being there, and they did it in a very courteous and very straightforward manner. Well, those are the thoughts that I have on educating people about being transgendered. And I think all of you out there who have transitioned and are transgender and have come out, your videos and your thoughts that you've recorded and put out there are extremely valuable to those who have not yet transitioned. And I think it's important for us who have transitioned to continue to work with our family, our employer, and the people around us to understand that it is not an option to transition. It is the way we are. Well, I thank you for joining me this week, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.